All right, good afternoon. Welcome back to Choccolocco Park. The 2017 Dixie Youth Baseball Majors World Series continues. And now another elimination game between the team from Minden, Louisiana, and the home team, Oxford, Alabama. Oxford will be the home team in this game as well. The black uniforms, the gold letters and numerals, the white pants, white hat with the black brim, the gold O, and then Louisiana wearing the purple uniforms, gold letters and numerals, white pants, purple and gold stripes. Looks like the LSU Tigers. Tim Clemens' Louisiana team lost to Georgia 3-0 on Saturday. It was a tie game until the sixth. Georgia scored 3 runs in the top of the sixth to win that game. And Oxford lost 15-0 in 4 innings to the team from North Carolina. That was Troup County, Georgia, and South Park, North Carolina. They'll play later tonight at 8 o'clock on field, or not 8 o'clock. That was yesterday's schedule. They'll play today on field 5 eventually. As we were trying to get back on schedule after missing pretty much the entire day yesterday. No games completed due to rain. Earlier today, it was 18-4 South Carolina, eliminating Buckingham, Virginia. North Charleston, Westcott, Pepperhill winning there. And in the 5th inning, Tennessee, the team from Tennessee, it looks like they're going to stay alive as Fairview leads Huntington, Texas 13-0. Another elimination game. So here's the lineup for Louisiana. Leading off for Tim Clemens' team, the shortstop, number 14, Maddox Mandino. Hitting second at second base is number 32, Brandon Winston. Batting third at third base, number 10, C.J. Watts. Hitting fourth, the pitcher is number 24, Cooper Chase. Hitting fifth in left field, number 12, Kason Clemens. Batting sixth and catching is number 16, Bryce Powell. Batting seventh in right field, number 24, Hayden Harmon. Hitting eighth is number 4, Price Miller. Batting ninth, number 7, Jake Wilkins. Hitting 10th is number 9, Cade Boley. Batting 11th at first base, number 22, Bradley Dick. And hitting 12th in the center field, the start, number 15, Dayton Sims. And Carson Harris, the right-hander, will start for the team from Oxford, the Oxford Majors team, representing the host here of this Dixie Youth Baseball World Series, Oxford, Alabama. Their defensive alignment for Coach Bradley Harris. Dalton Thornburg is at first base, Score Bussey at second, Ashton Cook at third base, Colin O'Neill at short. And we mentioned Harris is the pitcher. Behind the plate, Mikey Tibbetts in the outfield, Bryson Jordan in right field, Jalen Clark's in center, and DeAndre Archie in left. So here we go with Maddox Mandino to start. And that's in for a strike, 0-1. I'd like to send a shout-out for this game only. The number 904-525-1324, 904-525-1324. And as that misses outside. As the 1-1 gets away, now 2-1. Well, again, trying to get back on track yesterday. Game's going on right now in the AAA World Series. That's fouled back. And it's the game between Hueytown, Alabama, and Oxford. That's an elimination game with Mike Rideout on field 1. Winners bracket game between Tennessee and Georgia there. And Jason Thompson with a call there on field 2. Lebanon American, Tennessee, and that's Loretto, Tennessee, and Swainsboro, Georgia. And going on in the Ozone World Series right now. That's a winners bracket game between Fairhope American, Alabama, and Appomattox, Virginia. And Anthony Crum with a call there on field 3. Chuck Sebastian with a call on field 2. Elimination game between Oxford and Texarkana East Arkansas. And James Hardy is the call on field 5 of our other majors game. That's still the first game between Tennessee and Texas. Tennessee up 13-0 there. That means they will play South Carolina coming up tomorrow. The winner of this game moves on to play the loser of the game coming up between Mississippi and Alabama later today. Arkansas and Florida will be coming up on field 5 next. A winners bracket game between Ashdown, Arkansas, and South Sumter, Bushnell, Florida. Count 3-2 here to Mandino. Loser here will be eliminated from this World Series. Hit into right field deep and toward the fence. The center fielder going out into right field. And ball hit well by Mandino, but out to the center fielder. Jalen Clark for the first out. Played that perfectly into right center field. 1 out. So 1 out. And Alabama already having a big first inning there in the O-zone as it gets to the backstop there. Fairhope, Alabama, Appomattox, Virginia. Already 3-0 the lead, and Alabama adding on in the first. The other game, Oxford and Arkansas were tied 3-3. They're in the third inning elimination game. There's ball 2-0 to Brandon Winston. So earlier today, South Carolina over Virginia 18-4 in 4 innings. Tennessee about to finish off Texas, leading at 13-0 in the fifth. And later today, we'll have Florida and Arkansas, as we said earlier, in the winner's bracket game. And then tonight, or later this afternoon, we're scheduled, weather permitting and getting back on schedule, Alabama and Mississippi here on Field 4, Georgia and North Carolina on Field 5, and winner's bracket games as well. Right now, as that's ball 4 and Winston walks on 4 pitches, the plan is to play yesterday's 3 games on each field today. Tomorrow there are 2 games, or the 2 games scheduled today on each field, and maybe start those tomorrow and try to catch up. So a runner at first, 1 out. And here is C.J. Watts, the third baseman. Watts, high pop fly, and going out, it will drop just over the shortstop. So that'll drop in for a hit over the shortstop, Colin O'Neill. So Watts will reach first and second, 1 out for Louisiana. Talking about Louisiana's game on Saturday, they were the first game against Georgia, Troup County, Georgia. No score all the way to the 6th. Louisiana changed pitchers. Brought in C.J. Watts, who hit 3 batters in a row as that gets to the backstop. Wild pitch, and that will move the runners up with Cooper Chase up. So Winston will go to third. And then Watts to second now with 1 out. Then a wild pitch scored the first run for Georgia, a 2-run single. That was it. Georgia won 3-0 despite only having 4 hits in Louisiana. Only had 1 hit in that game. Already they have 1 hit here. First, second, and third, 1 out. As that's in for a strike to Cooper Chase, and the count 1-1. We started this game under cloudy skies, as there have been most of the day. Yesterday, our games were scheduled to start at 3:30 Central. We started nearly an hour late on this field. Other games started as well. There's a bunt towards first base, and look at the speed of Chase. No chance there as the run scores. And the first baseman for Oxford, Dalton Thornburg, really had no chance to get Chase. He was going quickly down that line, and Louisiana takes an early 1-0 lead. First and third, 1 out, and a bunt single scoring the run. Louisiana will take the lead. Actually, the runner went to second on that throw, so second and third, as that is a check swing hit to first by Clayson Clemens. It is caught this time by Thornburg for the second out, so the runners stay put. Second and third, 2 outs. So a chance for Oxford to get out of the inning. Bryce Powell now will bat. And a nice pitch there, swing and a miss through the curveball by the Oxford starting pitcher, Carson Harris. And again, yesterday, heavy rain moved in around 4:30 and 5 o'clock Central. Heavy storm flooded the field, and another came after they called play for the day. Hit to third, and across the throw, Thornburg, did he stay on the base? He did, and that'll end the inning as the throw across from Ashton Cook is in time. So Powell out 5-3 to end the top of the first. Louisiana picks up a run, 2 hits, a walk. They leave 2 on base. We go to the bottom of the first. Louisiana 1, Oxford coming up. Elimination game of this Dixie Youth Baseball Majors World Series live from Oxford, Alabama. And we'll give you the lineup now for the home team, Oxford. Bradley Harris's lineup. The right fielder, number 25, Bryson Jordan, will lead off. Batting second and catching is number 9, Mikey Tippett. Hitting third, number 18, is Jordan Tenney. Batting fourth, number 44, is Anthony Pratt. Hitting fifth, Pitching, number 10, Carson Harris. Batting 6th at shortstop is number 12, Colin O'Neill. Hitting 7th at second base, number 22, Score Bussey. Ashton Cook, number 15, the third baseman, hits 8th. Jalen Clark in center field, number 51, batting 9th. Batting 10th is DeAndre Archie, the left fielder, number 24. Josiah Kimbrough, number 6, hits 11th, and Dalton Thornburg, the first baseman, number 4, bats 12th. Oxford coached by Bradley Harris, assistants Keith O'Neill and Jonathan Foster. Defense for Louisiana, head coach Tim Clemens, assisted by Wesley Mandino and Buddy Sims. At first base, Bradley Dick. Brandon Winston is second, Maddox Mandino at shortstop. C.J. Watts, the third baseman. Behind the plate catching, Bryce Powell. And the outfield, Casey Clemens in left, Hayden Harmon's in right field, Dayton Sims, the center fielder, and Cooper Chase, the right-hander, will start this Louisiana team today. Chase started the game Saturday against Georgia, 2 2/3, didn't allow any runs, 2 hits, 1 walk, 2 Ks, and of course got no decision as that game ended up scoreless all the way into the 6th, with Georgia scoring 3 in the top of the 6th to win 3-0. Louisiana with a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the first. And remember, if you want to send a shout out for this game only, you can text that to 904-525-1324. Please text, do not call. 904-525-1324. As Tennessee has eliminated Texas in 5 innings, 13-0. So, Huntington, Texas is out. And Fairview, Tennessee will play against South Carolina next in an elimination game. Our umpires for this game: behind the plate, Rusty Taylor, Errol Daniels at first, Winston Simmons at second base umpire, Derek Carr is at third. All right, so Bryson Jordan, the right fielder, will lead off for Oxford. They're in the bottom of the first, and it's in for a strike. Oh, on the count. Cooper Chase, the starter for the Louisiana team, out of Minden, Louisiana. 7-0 Alabama after 1 inning. Now in the second against Virginia. That on the Ozone winners bracket. That's the team from Fairhope, Virginia, or Alabama, leading Appomattox, Virginia after the first. 1-1 the count to Jordan. One, two, called strike 3. So 1 out in the bottom of the first as Chase strikes out Bryson Jordan to start for Oxford. And both teams were shut out on Saturday, which seems like ages ago. It was more than 2 days ago. Well, actually, they started at 3:30 Central Saturday. Schedule tomorrow is still up in the air. Right now, the plan is to finish the rest of the majors games, weather permitting. Florida and Arkansas will be coming up on Field 5. James Hardy will have the call there. Between Bushnell, South Sumter, and Ashdown, Arkansas. And then on this field, it's scheduled for a winner's bracket game between Headland, Alabama, and Walthall County, Mississippi. And on Field 5, the final game today would be Georgia and North Carolina. Again, that's the plan right now. And tomorrow's schedule kind of up in the air. Tentatively, they said 10 a.m., but that has not been said, told that is an official time to start tomorrow. Swing and a miss by Mikey Tippett. It's 2-2. So we'll see as yesterday's rain. There were a couple heavy storms that came through late in the day and actually last night as well, on and off throughout the night. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That pitch outside the strike zone, but Tippett swings through it. And back-to-back strikeouts for Cooper Chase. Well, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Two outs. Jordan Tenney now hitting for Oxford. Ooh, swing and a miss of the fastball up and in again. Winner of this game again would take on the loser of the Alabama-Mississippi game at a time to be determined. and the losing team will be eliminated from this game. Tennessee winning 13-0 in 5 innings over Texas. Hit down the right field line, out of play. Choccolocco Park opened in 2016, or maybe just a year old now. Beautiful sight. As you take a look, the camera view towards center field and off to the north and west towards the mountains here in the eastern part of Alabama. Pop foul into the screen behind home plate. Count remains 1-2. Next year's World Series for AA, machine pitch, coach pitch, and AAA Ozone and Majors will be held in Lumberton, North Carolina. The folks have been here this week checking out the facility and ready for next year's World Series. And southern part of the state, near the South Carolina border, right off Interstate 95, Lumberton, North Carolina will host both AA, machine pitch, coach pitch, and AAA Majors and Ozone for Dixie Youth Baseball next year, the World Series. Both of them back-to-back weeks. 2-2 the count with 2 outs. Nobody on. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, so Tenney takes that as well, and Chase strikes out the side in the first. Oxford goes 1-2-3 as we head to the second inning. It's Louisiana 1, Oxford nothing, and we'll return in a moment here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
We go to the top of the second. Don't forget to like JockJive on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We are trying to reach 10,000 Facebook likes, which, by the way, according to Anthony Crum, we've done that today, so we'll check that off. Also would like to get to 1,000 Twitter followers this summer. Need your help to get there. And when you like us on Facebook, we'll keep you updated on scores, schedules, game status, and so much more. So go to JockJive.com and follow the shortcut to all the social media, or simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine of Facebook or at JockJive on Twitter. Plus subscribe to our YouTube channel. 1-0, Louisiana leading it as we go to the top of the second over the home team, Oxford. It'll be Hayden Harmon, left-handed batter, leading off the top of the second. Louisiana with a run on 2 hits in the first. Oxford went 1-2-3 there in the bottom of the first, all on strikeouts against Cooper Chase. Again, if you want to send a shout-out for this game only, 904-525-1324, 904-525-1324. Marty Palman with you here on JockJive from Field 4 at Choccolocco Park. Hit deep into right field, and that is gone out of here over the fence in right field for a home run. And from Choccolocco again, that's the 3rd home run we've seen today to right field. Virginia hit 2 in that loss to South Carolina. And Harmon, another lefty, hitting that ball over the fence in right field. And that wind was blowing out heavier in the last game to right as you take a look at all the state flags, all the teams participating in this World Series. But that ball went out towards where that wind is blowing. And Louisiana now with a 2-0 lead on a solo home run by Hayden Harmon. So 3 hits for Louisiana, and their first home run of the game. It's 2-0. Bryce Miller will bat now. Hardman didn't know if that was going to make it over or not, but ball is sitting out there over the right field fence. So 2-0 lead for Minden here in the top of the second against Oxford, the state champions for majors from Louisiana. Minden, Louisiana, against the host team, Oxford, Alabama. Slow roller to second. Going to be a close play, and, well, no play. No throw will be made. Is a little indecision there between the first baseman, Thornburg, and the second baseman, scorer Bussey. And Thornburg couldn't decide if he wanted to come and play it or not. And by the time he got back to first, no chance to get Price Miller. So Miller will reach with an infield hit. Runner at first, nobody out. Already a run in on the solo home run here in the top of the second. So with a runner at first, that's back behind Jake Wilkins. And you bat 1 through 12 in Dixie Youth Baseball Majors, and you hit 1 through 9 the rest of the game. 6-inning games, 15-run rule after 3 innings, 10-run rule after 4. Harris's pitch. High fly ball into left field this time, and that is going to be, well, it's off the fence. Everybody's safe, not caught in left field. It was deep, nearly out, but stays in the ballpark, but everybody's safe. I don't know what happened, but DeAndre Archie in left field did not catch it. Everybody moved up. It didn't go out of the park, so first and second, nobody out. Again, left and right field are kind of blocked here with our view in Oxford. So first and second, nobody out. Louisiana has 2 on. Next game on Field 5, Florida and Arkansas warming up in the other majors game. That'll be a winner's bracket game as there's a strike. This will be our third team eliminated, the loser of this game. Started with 12 teams on Saturday. Curveball in for a strike. Runners look like they were going to go. It's 0-2. 2-0 now, Louisiana here in the top of the second. First and second, nobody on, or nobody out. And our final score from AAA. Swinging and a miss for strike 3 as Cade Boley strikes out for the first out of the inning. Or Harris had his first strikeout. Final from AAA. 4 innings, it's Hueytown, Alabama 15 and Oxford 2. So Alabama eliminating the host there, Oxford. They'll move on to play later. Or probably tomorrow at this point, it looks like. That would be the schedule. So that game is in the books on SB, the softball field 1, or field SB 1. And another game, Tennessee and Georgia, is a winner's bracket game. Jason Thompson with the call. Mike Rideout had that call on field 1. All right, 1 out with the runners at first and second here. Bradley Dick, the number 11 batter, takes that for ball. And, well, throw goes back to the pitcher, and Miller decides to take third. So first and third now, 1 out as Miller takes third as the ball was going back to the pitcher. 2-0 the count to Bradley Dick. Runner will head to second as no throw that time. Wilkins takes second with a 3-0 count now. And blooped into left field. That will be a fair ball that will bring in 1 more run. Ball now being thrown around in the infield. Another runner thought about coming. Wilkins will head back to third. Bradley Dick goes to second on that throw in as he gets an RBI. Price Miller will score on the bloop. 3-0. And runners at second and third, 1 out. So Louisiana put on a run on the board in the first, 2 here in the third, already a solo homer, and now another run coming in to make it 3-0. This is a little bit high. Count 1-0. Ball that may have hit him, and in fact it did. Dayton Sims is hit by the pitch. So now the base is loaded with 1 out. For the top of the order for Louisiana, Maddox Mandino. So now that's going to lead to a pitching change. And it's Carson Harris, who got out of the first inning with only 1 run scoring, will be replaced. Inning in the third, he'll go. And the new pitcher for Oxford will be number 18, Jordan Tenney. So Jordan Tenney will now be the pitcher. We'll give you the line on Harris. He exits after an inning and a third. Allowed 6 hits, 4 hit in this inning. So far, 3 runs. Runners on base all are his responsibility with the bases loaded. Hit 1 batter, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. So Jordan Tenney will come in, bases loaded, and 1 out here in the top of the second with Louisiana up 3-0. Maddox Mandino, top of the order, coming up toward Minden. What's that? So now with the bases loaded, 1 out, Tenney will be the pitcher. Two the count. And that's going to bring in a run. So Mandino with the bases loaded brings in a run. 4-0 now the score. Base is still loaded with only 1 out. Ball gets back behind home plate. They'll get another run in as the score now becomes 5-0. Wild pitch will score Dick from third. And now a 4-run inning for Louisiana, lead at 5-0. Second and third, 1 out as the runners move up. Brandon Winston walked and scored his first time up. A little roller in front of the plate, and, well, they'll flip to the catcher, but the runner heads back to third. They'll go back to second. Now they have that runner, Mandino, caught between second and third. Now the throw will come home, not in time. He is safe at home. And the runners move up to second and third. So on that play, Louisiana gets another run. That'll be an infield hit. I guess it all turns out, although it was thrown around. Sorry. Well, they had Sims in the rundown at first, or at third, Then they tried to throw to get Mandino at second. He was safe. Then the throw home was not in time. Sims came from third to score. So now it's second and third, 1 out at 6-0. Trying to get both runners in a rundown and couldn't get either one of them. So Mandino goes to third. Winston's to second with 1 out. Count 1 and 1 out to C.J. Watts. Jordan Tenney, the pitcher. Curveball high in the air, deep to left field, and that is going to be out of here. Long home run for C.J. Watts over the fence in left field, and boom shakalaka time. There it is. Second home run of the game of this inning for Louisiana. Now they've opened up to a 9-0 lead here in the top of the second. 8-run inning for Minden. It's only 1 out, and Watts, that was hung by Jordan Tenney, and he hit that one over the left field fence to bring in 3. Hayden Harmon led off the inning with a home run over the right field fence, and this time it's C.J. Watts going to left field. And it's now 9-0, Louisiana leading Oxford. So still only 1 out, base is now empty. Cooper Chase is the 10th batter of the inning. Only 1 out, 8 runs are in. Had an 11-run inning in the last game for South Carolina. So it's now 2-0. Day ends for Harris. He allowed 6 runs, 6 hits, 6 earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, as that's pop foul behind home plate. And now Jordan Tenney has yet to retire a hitter. He's given his bases loaded walk, giving up a hit and a home run to the first 3 batters he's faced. So Louisiana now with a 9-0 lead, top of the second, this elimination game. And the Ozone World Series, Alabama 7, Virginia nothing. That in the second. Fairhope leading Appomattox there. 3-1 the count. Nobody on but 1 out now. Still only 1 out. And that is ball 4. So Chase, who singled his first time, walks. And with only 1 out, he'll be at first base. Here is Kason Clemens, who takes the first pitch for a strike. Clemens popped to first, his first at bat. 11th hitter of the inning, as they 10, 11, 12 hitters hit this inning already. That's outside. Runner will head to second. Well, no, he won't. Chase will go back to first. This is now the number 5 hitter up in Clemens. The 1-1. Another high fly ball on the left field line, deep, and that is a foul ball. Actually, came in near the bullpen area down there. It's 1-2. One-two the count now with 1 out and a runner at first. Looped into center, and it's going to fall. As coming in, playing back deeper there was Jalen Clark, and Clemens will loop it in for his first hit of the game. Louisiana in this inning now. They have 7 hits, now 8 in the game. And first and second still only 1 out. This is the 12th batter of the inning, Bryce Powell. Rounded to third in the first inning. Runners act like they're moving. 1-1 has popped up. And in the short right field, it'll be dropped. They have a play at second here, and they do. Runner will be out at second base as Powell, ball went off the glove of the second baseman, Scorbussi, but he was able to throw over to second. Shortstop covering, so Clemens out at second base. Fielder's choice goes 4 to 6, and Powell will reach. Chase goes to third, but now there are 2 outs in the inning. So the second out of the inning comes at second. Here is Harmon, who led off this inning with a solo home run to right field, as taking off, Powell will head to second without a throw. 12th batter, actually this would be the 13th batter of the inning for Louisiana. They have hit around, and now back to they started. Harmon hits that into right center. That's going to fall for another hit. That'll bring home at least 1. Chase will score. Powell will also score. 2 runs will come in as the throw comes in towards the pitcher's mound, and it's 2-0. Harmon had a solo homer earlier in the inning. Now a 2-run single. He's got 3 RBIs in this inning, and now a 10-run inning for Louisiana. And that's hit to short, win the inning for Oxford, as Price Miller lines to the shortstop. 10 runs in that inning as 14 hitters came to the plate. 1, 2, 3. Well, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. And in that inning, there was 1 error and 1 left on base. We head now to the bottom of the second. It's Louisiana 11 and Oxford nothing. Elimination game of the Dixie Youth Baseball Majors World Series, live here from Oxford, Alabama, Chockalaka Park here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Well, now with an 11-run lead, Louisiana will save Chase, Cooper Chase, who started the game. Cade Bowley now has come in to pitch. Bottom of the second, Oxford down 11 now. So Bowley will come in as Chase faced 3 batters in the first, struck them all out. This is Anthony Pratt, who rolls to second. And a throw made there by Brandon Winston to first time they've hit the ball. First 3 struck out in the first for Oxford, and now 1 out here in the bottom of the second is, again, the new pitcher, right-hander Cade Bowley. So Chase, 1 inning, no hits, runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Struck out all 3 he faced. And now an 11-0 lead as Louisiana scored 10 in the top of the second inning. 9-0 Alabama leading Virginia. That game is in the third now. Last we checked, Arkansas was leading Oxford 8-3 in the 5th. Elimination game for Ozone. Not sure what they're doing, but they're signaling up here. Arkansas was leading Oxford 8-3 in the AAA elimination game. That was in the 5th inning, across on field number 2. Carson Harris started the game as the pitcher. Now he'll hit now. That's a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 from the right-hander Boley is outside, 1-1. So waiting for Arkansas and Florida to get going on field 5. As it is lined in a right field base hit. And Carson Harris will be the first runner, first hit of the game for Oxford here in the bottom of the second. If you want to send a shout out for this game, only 904-525-1324. 904-525-1324. See it also at the top left of your screen. Final from AAA, winners elimination game, winners bracket game. That's actually in the AAA World Series. Tennessee 13 and Georgia 4. So the winner of that game was originally supposed to have a day off, as that is in AAA. Loretto, Tennessee over Swainsboro, Georgia. And we'll see if that's true with the new schedule. Tennessee would move on to play. It was supposed to be a day off, and that will move Georgia into the losers bracket against the loser of the game between North Carolina and Florida. That's Spring Hill, Florida, and Stanley, North Carolina, who are playing later today. Also, winners bracket game, Texarkana, East Arkansas, and Hartsville, Northern South Carolina will be playing. Ooh, that came up and in right at Colin O'Neill. I guess he ended up fouling it off as pitch went up and in at him. 1 out, runner at first. That was being a foul ball. And that's going to be hit into right field, just past Winston, right center, as the throw goes to second base. Winston with a diving attempt as he was heading towards first. And O'Neill will get a base hit. Harris does beat the throw to second. First and second, 1 out now. 11-0 here in the bottom of the second. Oxford has first and second, 1 out. As it's 3:39 p.m. Central here in Oxford, Alabama. Cloudy skies, but we're playing baseball, which is more than we could have set for yesterday. So we had no games completed yesterday. Showing bunt has scored Bussey, pops that back. Louisiana leading at 11-0 after a 10-run top of the second inning. Look across towards the lake here. 1.5-mile track around that lake. I see people jogging right now here, getting late in the afternoon. Chuck Sebastian, our broadcaster for JockJive, well known for his walks or runs at our different sites, said he did go for a run around the park yesterday. So we're only a mile away from where we were staying at the Hilton Garden Inn. There's about 6 or 7 hotels right in that one area right near I-20, right off I-20. This ballpark is probably about a half-mile to a mile north of I-20. Is trying to bunt, and again, Bussey misses for a strike, 1-2. One, two the count with first and second, 1 out for Oxford. Bottom of the second. As that misses low for ball 2, 2-2. And a little roller back to the mound. Boley will go to first. So he came off the mound quickly to make the throw over 1-3 put out. Runners move up to second and third, now 2 outs. So with 2 outs, Ashton Cook, the third baseman, now will hit. And he fouls that back. Oh, 1 now. Swing and a miss there, 0-2. Want your very own DVD of any game broadcast during this year's Dixie Youth Baseball Majors World Series? Simply email info@jockjive.com and we'll get the process started. DVDs are $10 per game plus shipping and handling. That's info@jockjive.com. 0-2 from Boley. It's swing and a miss. Went up and in, and Cook swings at the fastball to end the inning. So Boley gave up a couple hits, gets his first strikeout to work out of a jam here in the second. No runs for Oxford. 2 hits, 2 left on base. We now head to the third inning. Louisiana at 11, Oxford nothing. Elimination game of the Dixie Youth Baseball Majors World Series. Live here from Oxford, Alabama on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on gets set.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
All right, we go to the top of the third. Marty Pullman with you here on JockJive. Louisiana 11, Oxford nothing. Florida and Arkansas just starting in the first. Florida, the visiting team there. No score. Louisiana with a run of the first, 10 in the second. As Oxford left 2 on there in the bottom of the second. Jake Wilkins due up, 9-1-2 for Louisiana. Here in the top of the third. Earlier today in majors, South Carolina eliminated Virginia 18-4 in 4 innings. And it was Tennessee eliminating Texas 13-0 in 5 innings. So we'll send home our third team after this game. We'll be down to 9. And again, the winner here will play the loser of the game coming up between Mississippi and Alabama on this field. And the winner would play the loser of that game coming up on this field. We're assuming it's tomorrow at this point. And I'm not sure still the schedule for tomorrow. But right now we're trying to play yesterday's games here, and that's what we're doing. Is this is our second of 3 games here on field 4. Jake Wilkins singled and scored in the second. 10 hits for Louisiana, 11 runs. Fouled on the first base line, just out of play. Alabama 9-0 now over Virginia. That game in the fourth. As that is hit into left field for a base hit for Wilkins, who's 2 for 2, and a leadoff single here in the top of the third. Top of the order, Maddox Mandino, who is thrown to center, walked and run with the bases loaded and scored in the second. I wouldn't win the count. Won the count. 1-1 now as Mandino today is flown to center. Again, brought in a run with a bases loaded walk in the second. Louisiana can get 4 here. That's hit to second, and they'll flip to the... Well, they won't. As coming over a little bit late that's DeAndre Archie now at shortstop, and the slow roller to second, Bussey was going to flip to him, and it went off his glove, so thought they might get the out at second on Wilkins. Instead, it's an error. So Cade Boley will reach as well. First and second, nobody out. Actually, pardon me, that's Mandino who reaches. Boley was hitting 10th, so Mandino will go to first. So first and second, nobody out for Louisiana. Remember, there's a 15-run rule after 3 innings. Only had 1 game that's done that, I think, so far. That was in AAA. 10-run rule after 4. Brandon Winston was the first out of the inning. Watts is going to walk. He had a home run last time, so they're going to walk him. Bases loaded with 1 out. Watts hit a home run way over the left field fences last time, had a single as well. So now Cooper Chase will hit. Pops that down the first base line out of play. Final from AAA, Arkansas eliminates Oxford 8-4. That's Ozone, pardon me. Arkansas 8 and Oxford 4. They will play the loser of the Georgia-Texas game, which is coming up. That'll be also Chuck Sebastian there on field 2 with that game. Earlier today there it was Florida 8, Louisiana 3. North Carolina 14, Mississippi 9. So North Carolina and Florida stay alive there in Ozone. Here Louisiana trying to stay alive. They're up 11-0. Infield in for Oxford as that's in for a strike to Chase. Bases are loaded. It's an 0-2 count, 1 out. And lined, fouled on the third base line. Remains 0-2. No score in the first between Florida and Arkansas. Louisiana scored 10 in the second, a run in the first. Lead at 11-0. Oxford left 2 on in the bottom of the second. Count is 0-2 here to Cooper Chase. He started the game as the pitcher. Pitched 1 inning. And last inning it was Cade Boley going curveball, hit to short, and it goes off the glove of the shortstop. And Archie has nowhere to go now. The second run trying to come to the plate, and the throw also not be in time. Mandino taking advantage of that speed as the ball, a little soft line drive, went off the glove of the shortstop. That is Archie playing shortstop. And Wilkins along will score as Mandino comes all the way around from second to score. The ball just got off the shortstop's glove, hit the ground. And so now it's a 13-0 lead. First and second, 1 out. So now if Louisiana can get these 2 in, they could end the game by 15-run rule. If they can hold Oxford off the board in the bottom of the inning, is Kason Clemens now back up to the plate. He is line out the first and singled. 1 out with first and second, 13-run lead now for Minden, Louisiana. This is outside, 1-1 the count. And a swing and foul on the right field line, out of play. One and two now. To Clemens, who is 1 for 2. Just missed low and outside, 2 and 2. Colin O'Neill now on the mound for Oxford. And that's hit to short again. Bobbled by the shortstop. Throw to second will not be in time. That'll be an error on shortstop, as again, that's number 24, DeAndre Archie, who's playing short. Clemens will reach on an error. Second in a row on the shortstop. Bases loaded with 1 out. So that'll bring up Bryce Powell. Already Louisiana with 2 runs in this inning. This will be the 7th batter, or 6th hitter of this inning, as the bases are loaded with 1 out. Archie comes to the dugout. Now we'll head back towards shortstop. First strike to Powell, who was grounded to third and hit to a fielder's choice, but did score a run. Also was 0 for 2. Alabama 9-0 in the 4th in the Ozone winners bracket. One the count, and field in again for Oxford, although bases loaded, 1 out. Little roller back to them, actually gets under O'Neill's legs. Throw will come home, and not in time, as that ball got in between the legs of the Oxford pitcher, and that will score another run. Fielder's choice will be an RBI for O'Neill. Watts beating that throw home, scoring his 2nd run, and now it's 14-0. Still only 1 out. Now Hayden Harmon will bat. In the 2nd inning, he drove in 3 runs with a solo homer, a 2-run single. Actually, that is number 21. That's hit into right field, and that'll fall for a hit. It is Harmon, pardon me, my apologies. Saw the wrong number there. Base hit goes into right field. That will score the run to make it 15-0. So Harmon with his 3rd hit, 4 RBI for him now. And Chase will score. Everyone moves up a base, and now it is a 15-run lead. So Louisiana can, there's still only 1 out in the inning with the bases loaded. So Louisiana can end this game in 3 innings now. Oxford lost their opener in 4 innings on Saturday, 15-0 to North Carolina. That misses outside. Price Miller up to the plate, singled and scored in the 1st. Lined us short in the 2nd inning. So 4 runs in this inning for Louisiana. That's foul back. Marty Palmer with you on Jock Jive. 15-0 here in the 3rd. So I want to send a shout out, 904-525-1324 for this game only. And hit down the 3rd baseline, just foul, out of play. And it's 1-2 now. Florida has hit a home run to take the lead. 1-2. And missed outside. 2-2 now. Two now with the bases loaded, one out infield. In again for Oxford is low ball 3. It's a full 3-2. Price Miller up now. And that is ball 4. Bases loaded walk brings in another run. Clemens scores the 5th run of this inning. So 16-0, bases loaded. Still only one out. Warming up Alabama and Mississippi next game on the field, and that hits Jake Wilkins. He's frustrated. That's another run in. Hit by pitch brings in another run with the bases loaded. Well, another run. That's 6 in this inning, and that's the bases still loaded with one out. Due up for Louisiana, top of the order again. Well, this was due to be Mandino, but it looks like they're going to hit Cade Boley here. Boley was hitting 10th earlier, so he'll hit here for Mandino, who had already reached base twice and scored 2 runs. So he's going to hit here in this spot with a 17-run lead. Oxford will get one more at bat here in the bottom of the 3rd, but they need to get 3 outs and then see if they can get any runs against this Louisiana team. So 1-0. This is now for ball 2 to the backstop and bounces right back towards the pitcher O'Neill. Was Tippett's behind the plate for Oxford. 2-0 the count. And started oops. And that's ball 3. Alabama may be about to run rule Virginia there in the winner's bracket. Out up 9-0 bottom of the 4th with bases loaded. Curveball, it's in for a strike, and it's even now 2-2. And that is the final. Alabama will win that game 10-0 in 4 innings. So, again, with the old schedule, since this was yesterday's games, they would have been off until Tuesday. We'll have to see if they now have to turn around and play tomorrow as they defeat Virginia. That's Fairhope over Appomattox 10-0 in 4. So 2 games have been played there in the Ozone World Series on both fields. Coming up, that was Anthony Crum with that game. Field 3, he'll have North Carolina, Tennessee coming up in the winner's bracket there. AAA. That's Stanley, North Carolina, Loretto, Tennessee. Again, sorry, that's Ozone. Lebanon American against Kings Mountain, North Carolina. And then the other game coming up with Chuck Sebastian on Field 2, Columbia County American, Georgia, and West Rusk, Texas. That's the Ozone World Series. The Majors World Series here. Count is 2-0. So after Boley strikes out for the second out, this is not Winston batting. This is Dayton Sims hitting for Winston in the number 2 spot. And actually, he takes a walk on 3-0. So that'll bring another run in for Minden. And they extend the lead to 18 now. So 18-0 now, as this was Watt's spot in the order. It's going to be Bradley Dick hitting. And hit into right field. Base hit will score Miller, and Wilkins will stop at third. So Bradley Dick brings in a run there with a single. Miller scores to make it a 19th run. 8 in this inning. Bases loaded still with 2 outs. A 10-run second and 8-run third. To the count to Chase. Chase single, walked, and reached on an air. He scored 2 runs. Ball gets away, and Wilkins will not come home this time. 3-0 the count. And went after it, did Chase, and went around. Count is 3-1. One 0 Florida leading Arkansas at the end of the second inning in the winner's bracket game. 3-1. And popped up high in the air into center, going back and making the catch is the second baseman, Scorbusky, to end the inning. So Chase flies out to the second baseman. And Louisiana gets 8 runs in that inning, and we go to the bottom of the third. Last chance for Oxford. Trailing up by 19 here on JockJive.
She's frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
All right, and Louisiana will get their third pitcher as many innings, trying to close this one out. Number 21, Hayden Harmon. So Cade Boley pitched an inning for Louisiana, giving up 2 hits, no runs, and no walks, 1 strikeout. Well, this may not be the last inning, as Oxford needs to get at least 1 on base here to get all 12 to the plate. That is the rule, as they have gone through 8 batters the first 2 innings. And Louisiana has 19 runs on the board after scoring 1 in the first, 10 in the second, 8 in the third. And Oxford coming up, Jalen Clark, followed by DeAndre Archie and Josiah Kimbrough. 9, 10, and 11 are due up, as Louisiana leading this game 19-0. Well, Louisiana will pretty confident in moving them on to play. I believe it'll be tomorrow, the way the schedule is going, against the loser of the Alabama-Mississippi game, which is due to come up on this field. Florida 1-0 over Arkansas. The second, the winner there would technically supposed to have a day off. They get the winner of the game, Georgia, North Carolina, Mississippi, Alabama winner. So again, our schedule being moved around due to the rain out yesterday. Clark up to the plate, and there's a hit into right field for Jalen Clark. He's going to try to go to second, and now he's going to third as that ball is in the corner. Comes all the way down in towards shortstop, and Clark will get a triple to start the bottom of the third. So Jalen Clark with the 3rd hit of the game for Oxford, a leadoff triple here in the bottom of the 3rd. So now the number 10 batter will hit, DeAndre Archie. Wild pitch will get away, not far enough. Bryce Powell remaining behind the plate for Louisiana. So we're at 3rd, nobody out. And if you want to send a shout out, 904-525-1324. Mayor Tommy Davis of Minden, Louisiana says, "Go Minden." Thank you for listening and watching on this now late Monday afternoon. Shout out to Ronnie and Angie's grandson, Louisiana. Keep it up, boys. Hunter. Good to get your shout-outs here. And watching as it's 4:10 p.m. also in Minden Central Time there, where we are located in Oxford, Alabama. 2-1 the count to Archie. Runner at 3rd, nobody out for Oxford. And check swing is ball 3, 3-1. Don't forget to like JockJive on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We've now reached 10,000 Facebook likes. We liked 1,000 Twitter followers this summer, and we need your help to get there. When you like us on Facebook, we keep you updated on scores, schedules, game status, and so much more. So go to JockJive.com and follow the shortcut to all the social media. Or simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine of Facebook or add JockJive on Twitter. Plus subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's a strike to make it full 3-2. Three and two now. And hit into right field, a base hit, and Oxford will get on the board. Archie with an RBI single, as Clark will score the first run of the game for Oxford here in the bottom of the 3rd. So Oxford on the board here in the bottom of the 3rd. The throw will go down to second, and he got him, yes. Archie on the move. Good throw down by Powell. And Winston. That's Winston at shortstop who makes the tag, and Archie out caught stealing for the first out of the inning. So 1 out. Josiah Kimbrough up now as Oxford get to their 12th batter here in the inning. They need to score to keep this game going. They need 4 more runs. I'm doing math in my head. Already scored 1 in this inning, but they trail it 19-1. 1-1 count to Kimbrough now. 1 out, nobody on. And a swing and a foul ball. 1-2. Like the teams from Alabama and Mississippi starting to gather as they are the next game here. Winner's bracket game. There's not an elimination game coming up. Swing and a miss by Kimbrough for strike 3. So second out of the inning. And now Oxford down to the final out of this Dixie Youth Baseball Majors World Series. First strikeout there for Hayden Harmon. So 2 outs. Here is Dalton Thornburg, the first baseman, number 12 hitter. And it's bounced up and to the backstop. 1-0 Florida leading Arkansas now in the third. Against the winner there, we'll play the winner of the Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, North Carolina winner. Most likely we'll have a day off, although we may double up tomorrow. Still unsure of the schedule. The 1-0. Swing and a miss there on the fastball, 1-1. Want your very own DVD of any game broadcast during this year's Dixie Youth Baseball Majors World Series? Simply email info@jockjive.com and we'll get the process started. DVDs are $10 per game plus shipping and handling. That's info@jockjive.com. Swing and a miss again, and it's 1-2. Well, Louisiana would be scheduled to play again on field 4. Again, it's the loser of the Alabama-Mississippi game. Oxford is down to their last strike. The 1-2. Low and inside. 2-2. Watching the Louisiana versus Oxford game, and it's very blurry. Well, we apologize. That's our camera that we have. Try to adjust this in between games. That is strike 3, and that is your game. So Oxford gets a run in the bottom of the third inning. 1 run, 2 hits, nobody left on base. So the final in 3 innings, Louisiana 19 and Oxford 1. Congratulations to the Oxford Dixie Youth Baseball Majors team. They hosted this tournament, hosting it well, and their team was eliminated, but they had a great season in Dixie Youth Baseball. Louisiana will move on and play tomorrow, or I believe it will be tomorrow at this point, against the loser of the game coming up between Alabama and Mississippi. You can check out more Dixie Youth Baseball Majors action with James Hardy right now on Field 5. It is Arkansas and Florida. Also the Ozone action, Chuck Sebastian on Field 2. Anthony Crum is on Field 3. And then the AAA action, Mike Rideout on SB1, Jason Thompson SB2, the softball fields. That's going on right now as well. We'll let you take a look at the ceremony here honoring the Oxford team as they've been eliminated from the World Series. I'm Marty Palman saying so long. This has been a presentation of JockJive.com. You're watching the 2017 Dixie Youth Baseball Majors World Series live from Oxford, Alabama here on JockJive. So long for now. JockJive, the camera is very blurry. Oops. South Carolina. People, I just have a question. Is South Carolina playing? I'm like, I don't know who that is. Oh yeah, I had a guy from Louisiana in the elevator today. I think it was on the Gators team. Say, talking about we were running late, our games were late. He goes, yeah man, what's up with that camera? Dude, I don't know. Question of the century high schooler. Right?
Seven.